So, a situation is unfolding within the city. All right. It is tied to transportation. Before I get into that, we're going to talk about the divide between the suburbanites, as in the Orleans people, the Canada people, the Stittsville people, the Barhaven people, and whatever else is out there near Orleans. Um, and the divide that that exists between them and the urbanites. Now, keep in mind when I say suburbanites, I'm not talking about white people, and when I say urbanites, I'm not talking about ethnic minorities, even though that might be how it plays out. But really, I'm talking about those with privilege versus those who do not. All right. Now, when it comes to issues of transportation, you have suburbanites who have more of a say in how that transportation is going to transpire, how that transportation is going to manifest itself. We, the inner city people, the urbanites, the people who live in the core, the center town, the old Chinatown, the old Westboro, the old Mechanicsville, the old Hintonburg, the old Herringate, Ledbury, South Keys. We have less of a say in how this transportation manifests itself, how this transportation takes shape. And I'm not going to use this video to get into all the details, but I want y'all to know that there is a divide, and the higher ups, the so-called higher ups in this city, in this politically charged city, they know what they're doing and they know what they're saying. And they know the language they're using. This is Ottawa. Alright? Folks, here's a question. How do we determine who real people are? And adding to that, real solutions. Real solutions by real people. How do we determine this? Who decides this? Someone with decades in a public servant position who lives in suburban areas, who then gets to determine, you know what? These people aren't part of my community, therefore they ain't real people. What they say doesn't matter. Their opinions are not real. Is this how it goes? You can dress it up how you want. You can pretend that that's not what you're saying, but that is what you're saying. Look, unfortunately, you're insinuating that those who live in the urban centers lack the ability to voice concerns that will reach the people they need to reach. Suburbanites, people who pay high property tax, people who have expanded this city outwards, are the priority. Hence, the LRT priority. Listen, the LRT priority, the suburbanites, they got cars. They have wealth. They can drive. It's the inner city core, and I'm gonna keep mentioning these names: the Billings Bridge, the Old Ottawa South, the Glebe, the Herringate, the Russell Heights, the Heron Park, these are the people who their realities are more, how would you say? They have more pressing realities than Mr. John Suburban in Stittsville. He chose to live there. He can drive to work. Those of us who live in the urban core, some of us have to walk to work because these buses are unreliable. Even the 6, even bus 6. Now you get into there's a point here that I'm going to save, but when you say real solutions by real people, what exactly are you saying? What are you saying? I want you to tell me what you're saying. Are you saying that the people in the inner city come up with fantastical ideas? Huh? Are you saying these are not real people and therefore their concerns are not real and therefore fantastical? What are you saying? Huh? If you're going to expand the city in a way that all moving parts of the city operate in unison, you're going to have to acknowledge that there is a high number of people, I won't say the number, there's a high number of people who are going to benefit from a LRT line that all I'm just talking about LRT going from Parliament to Billings. What does that do? Boost tourism. What does that do? Boost I say boost employment, but it helps people get to their jobs. Especially late at night. Especially when there's all manners of people about. When I say we, you got to do better. And you know what I'm talking about when I say you. The solutions are obvious. The solutions have been obvious since 2001 when the O train first came into existence. 2000, 2001. Listen, I'm going to say this one more time, and that's the end of my little spiel. For now, there'll be more, depending on how you respond. Real people in these inner city communities have real problems, have real concerns, and have brainstormed ways in which they can better and improve their scenario. This isn't fantasy. And if you think it's fantasy, stop watching Lord of the Rings, stop watching Harry Potter. This is real life. You understand? Good.